Welcome to the 2021 Virtual Materials Research Society Spring Meeting. We are going to have a full week of live symposium sessions, keynote and award talks, a dynamic and exciting virtual exhibit, and much more. This is MRS TV. Welcome to the third episode of MRS TV. Today we continue our program with Mid-Career Researcher Award winner Dr. Bao. We also visit Quantum Materials Corporation, a pioneering company in the fields of quantum materials and advanced digital platforms. But first, let's check out the highlights from today. There is a full schedule of technical sessions today, including a number of poster sessions. Check the Symposia pull-down menu for a full list of today's sessions, and don't forget to view the on-demand presentations in the On-Demand Symposia link. We have a number of great special events, including the MRS Communications Lecture and session full of lightning talks from our Spring Meeting Award winners. Look in Special Events for the Awards menu to add these to your schedule. Other highlights today include our Break Time Magic shows, a presentation from Nano Girl, a presentation from Anissa Ramirez titled How Materials Shaped Us, yoga sessions, and more. You will find all of these in the Special Events menu. Mid-Career Researcher Award winner Dr. Bao joins us to discuss her cutting-edge research. Dr. Bao, congratulations on having been named the 2021 MRS Mid-Career Researcher Award winner.
Thank you, Autria.
Tell us a little bit about what organic and skin-inspired electronics are, and then about your particular work in this field.
Our vision for the future of electronics is they're going to be invisible, biocompatible, and imperceptible. So we imagine that using a type of material that will mimic the skin properties will enable us to achieve that goal. So my group has been working with understanding the design of organic electronic materials. I learned about this need for a patient who wears a prosthetic hand. So we started from trying to mimic the sense of touch using flexible electronic materials. But then we realized that we're basically mimicking the functions of human skin. And why don't we make the materials not just flexible, but also incorporate other skin-like properties, such as stretchability, biodegradability, as well as self-healing properties.
What are some of the other applications that either have come from or may come from skin-inspired electronics?
In addition to prosthetic hand, to add the sense of touch, a natural extension to that is to add sensors to robotic hands. And then going beyond that, wearable electronics or putting sensors and electronics onto our body. In fact, we spun off a company that is currently developing a product for premature babies to monitor their blood pressure non-invasively. And then moving from outside the body to inside the body, implantable electronics.
And you also founded the Stanford Wearable Electronics Initiative, aka eWear, back in 2016. What are some of the goals or outcomes from that group?
I felt the need to have such a initiative to allow researchers, students, and faculty from Stanford to work together. eWear has been serving this role to both connect researchers within Stanford as well as allowing us to interact with many others in the world.
Dr. Bao, again, congratulations, and thank you for your time today.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure.
Quantum Materials Corp is a nanotechnology company that was founded about 13 years ago, really focused on making quantum dots, which are atomic crystals, and being able to do so at high volume and at a low price point.
QMC is a very innovative company. We have a brilliant team of scientists and software engineers. Now our mission is put the meaning and life to this molecule that we are creating via the use of our QMC platform. What I mean by this is bridging the physical science with digital technology to offer cutting-edge technologies to different industries out there.
We've really perfected the process of making quantum dots in high volume at a low price point. Through that process, we've also learned to manipulate those materials so that they can solve a lot of the world's problems. That ranges everywhere from really efficient conversion of sunlight into energy to the biotech industry where they're being used for very efficient markers, even to the COVID test kits where we're using them for amplification of the signal for testing for antibodies.
As a nascent technology, quantum dots were able to supplant traditional fluorophores in durability, resistance to photo bleaching, and blinking. Over time, quantum dots started dominating solar cell devices, and this just further snowballed into research and development.
Quantum dots are very useful, indeed transformative, in that they can provide very high signal amplification to let us know that the diagnostic test has actually found a particular pathogen, such as the COVID virus. And this is important because it obviates the need for doing more traditional testing that involves biological amplification, which is much more complex. The quantum dots, in this sense, are very universal in nature. In other words, we can, in the in vitro diagnostics industry, we call this building out menu, meaning having a variety of tests that can be run on a universal platform. And this universal platform would be enabled by quantum dots. So we could test for all sorts of disease states, urinary tract infection, STDs, respiratory, a whole host of things. So Quantum Materials Corporation would have the ability to not simply do COVID testing, but to address many other common infectious diseases.
The QMC platform is a cloud-based and blockchain-based platform that enables you to authenticate and validate users, products, and processes. What it does, it's extensible and highly scalable in the sense that we can always build additional product or application to solve real hard problems out there. Some example of the QMC platform. We have the QMC Health ID, which record and report COVID test. And then another example is the anti-counterfeiting, which enable you to tag using quantum dots, tag products and goods, so that you, once you move these products from one point to another, you're able to track these products, so which build a trust between the different buyers, sellers, manufacturers, and distributors.
We are already in the quantum age, wherein quantum dots have the potential to become an all-pervasive and ubiquitous technology because they can replace conventional materials in applications such as electronic displays and also enable new applications such as high-fidelity anti-counterfeit taggants.
I think the future for nanotechnology and nanomaterials in general is enormous. I think Quantum Materials Corp can play a really pivotal role in that, primarily because we've been able to develop a process, a patented process for manufacturing quantum dots at high volume and a low price point, and at the same time really be able to enhance features that you can't do with a batch process.
And we are not just simply a nanotechnology company, but we are coupling the physical and the digital world. So with this platform, it will enable us to continuously adding more application for different problems as we go forward.
That's all for the third episode of MRS TV. Don't miss out on tomorrow's episode as we feature more highlights from the fourth day of the virtual meeting, as well as another great discussion with MRS Innovation in Materials Characterization Award winner, John Mao.